Hi guys, I'm just back with another food haul. This is from Sainsbury's this week, and I did say in my last video, basically I had a £80 voucher or like gift card from Sky because my husband switched to Sky or something happened anyway, and we got an £80 voucher for Sainsbury's. You could pick what you wanted it for, and Sainsbury's was the supermarket you could do. And then also I picked up a few bits the other day and got a £12 off your online shop receipt thing, you know, when they print out the coupons. So basically I ended up having £92 off this shop, which made it £28.36 including the £3 delivery. So for actual food it was £25.36 for all of this. It should have been £117.36 and then £3 for delivery, so £120.36 for this food shop. But like I said, because of the vouchers, I got a huge discount. So I have thought ahead. This has obviously saved me a massive amount this week for food, and I thought ahead and I got a few things which I'll explain for Christmas gifts that we're homemaking. And I'll talk you through that. But as for the meal plan, we have got turkey spag bowl again. Me and my husband are going to have pork, and then like pork steaks, and then the kids will have sausages with mash and veg. We're going to have chicken thighs and rice, tuna pasta, barza and new potatoes and some veg, homemade pizza again, and cottage pie again. So things are pretty similar. I do also I might make a soup as well with just stuff that I've got, because we've all been poorly again. It's like we had about 4 good days and then we're all sick again. I'm also trying out a recipe for Christmas, but we'll have it, which is, so I can't eat egg, which sorry, my washing machine's finishing. I've probably mentioned before, and so I'm trying out a sticky toffee pudding recipe that doesn't have egg in. It can be made vegan as well, so if it's good I'll share it. But yeah, so I've got some ingredients for that, and that's one of the bakes we'll have this week, as well as cookies. I usually write this down, but I just hadn't decided when I wrote this. So with that in mind, I'll try and take you through everything and the cost of everything. And I'll sort of explain why I got it. So let me just get my special receipt up. So I'm trying to think where the table is so full, I've got like no space to put this. But okay, so basically for the sticky toffee pudding, we needed a small amount of double cream for the toffee sauce. And that was £1.15. I also needed molasses, and this was the only one they had. Super like bougie. This is pomegranate molasses, and this was on offer for £3.5, but I think it was like £4 something. That was quite expensive. It felt expensive. And then I got some as well for the recipe, some evaporated milk, and that was 60p. And then obviously sticky toffee pudding, you need dates. These only uses 100 grams of dates, but I don't know whether I'm going to double the recipe, so and this was the smallest one, and these look really soft as well. They were £2. They were on offer as well. All the dates were on offer. I think it's like a Christmassy thing, isn't it, to have dates. And then I've got to move this because this is impossible. I'm going to put it in front of me. So then I got 3 apple juices. They were oh, it's annoying, it doesn't show like the individual price. £2.67 for the 3. I think they were 80p something, 60p maybe. I can't remember how much they were. Then we got some ham for sandwiches. We got onions. I needed more onions, and they were like, I'd forgotten to put them in the basket, and they were the ones that showed up. You know, when they're like, have you forgotten this? And I was like, yes, actually I have. So I just picked them up. They were 90p. All right, Nath. And then I got some gala apples. They were £1.80. I got some bananas. They ignore all my recycling. they were 78p. Some strawberries, they were £2.50. That's like pretty average price, it seems, like everywhere seems to be that much. Then for some snacks for the kids, I got some toffee crisp bars. I used to love these when I was a kid. I've got to try and resist. They were £1.35 for a pack of 7. Obviously they're small, they're a lot smaller than I remember, but I thought that was a good offer. And then I got club bars, they were £1.50, and Rocky bars, they were £1.25. I got 2 packs of crisps, the ready salted and the cheese and onion, and then were £1.10 each. And then for my husband and my 8-year-old, they both really like the cheese sticks, and Sainsbury's do like a 10 pack instead of just, I think you usually get 5, and they were £2.48. And then again for my husband, I got a big pack of sea salt crisps for £1.50, and the Pringles were on offer for £1.50. And then I got 2 packs of jam and creams. They were £1.30 for the 2, so they were 65p each. And then I also got him the big biscuit barrel with 4 types of biscuits, and that was £1.90. Interestingly enough, I need to look at the quantity, but the M&S ones have 3 types of biscuits for £1.50. I don't know how much you get, but he definitely prefers the flavour of them. Okay, and then for the pizza this week, I just got this pizza sauce. I think I've used this before, but it is quite expensive. That was £2.25. And then I got some, just for ease this week, I got some grated cheddar, which was £2.99 for 500 grams. I thought that was quite good. And then 250 grams of the mozzarella for £2.60. And they're both for toasties, the pizzas, the pasta, everything like that. And then also on the toasties, I got another small pack of chicken breasts, just to fill the toasties and to put on pizzas, like if I shred it. And then I also got chopped tomatoes for the cottage pie. That was, the chicken was £2.29. The tomatoes were 43p, chopped tomatoes. And I ran out of gravy granules for my cottage pie, and they were 62p. And then again for the cottage pie, I got their mince, which I thought was quite a good price. Mince has gone up so much. This is £3.50. And then, so random, this list. It's not like all the meat together, all the veg together. It seems to be as I've added it to my basket. I don't know whether that's helpful or not. But then we ran out of chocolate spread, so I got their own brand hazelnut spread, which we've had before, and it's actually not very nice. It's £1.65, but we needed it, so I just got it, and the kids will eat it. Then the King's Meal 50/50 bread was £1.30. And then I could not believe it, but the 4 pints of semi-skim milk was £1.75 each. Like, is that just me, or has that gone up? Like, I thought it was £1.45. I feel like I need to check that, but that's like a huge increase. And then I got 2 packs of chocolate chips for the cookies, white and milk. They were £1.40 each. Again, that seems really pricey for chocolate chips. I got some light brown sugar, again, for the cookies, but also for the sticky toffee pudding. And then plain flour for the pizza, for everything, lots of stuff. That was, the soft brown sugar was £1.80. The plain flour was 70p. And then I got some more dairy milk yogurts for my daughter. They, I want to say, were on offer for 90p each. And then the Greek style yogurt was, for 500 grams, was £1.15. That's for the pizza. Okay, and then, God, this is such a huge shop. So then I got some baby potatoes. Let's move these snacks away now. Some baby potatoes, 1 kilogram for 90p. They are for, with the bars, with the fish. And then the fillets themselves, yeah, this seems like it's doing it in the order I added it. The fillets themselves were £5.55 for 3 packs of 2. So you'd have to work that. I don't know. I'm not that quick. I don't know how much that is altogether. Each, sorry. The big kilogram of pasta was £1.38. Then I got 2 broccolis, and I was really impressed with the size and quality of these. They were 92p for 2. That's just imagining, or that's pretty cheap. And then I got whole green beans, a big bag, for £1.07. Sorry, I put my hand in front of it. Whole grain beans for £1.07, 900 grams. I got a mixed veg. It's got carrots, broccoli, cauliflower in. That's £1.65 for a kilogram. And then I needed peas as well. We ran out of all our frozen veg. Sorry about that. Yeah, we ran out of all our frozen veg, so I had to get quite a lot. So I got peas as well for £1.09, and then I got a big thing of peppers. That's going to go with our pork, in our bolognese, all sorts of things. The peppers. So I got a big pack for £1.60. More potatoes. This is going to be for the cottage pie. They were £1.50, and then when we have the pork, I think I said the kids will have these sausages, and they were £2.50, which I didn't think was that bad for their taste of difference. And then obviously I got the pork loin medallions. They were the lean ones, but they were £4.50, which seems kind of expensive to me, but I've not bought pork in a little while, so I don't know whether that's just me not realising it's gone up. I got a kilogram of thighs. They were £2.99, and then I also got 4 pack of tuna chunks in spring water. They were £2.49. 2 tomato and herb bolognese pasta. For the 2 it was £1.38. And then I got the whole wheat. This looks really dark. Whole wheat spaghetti was £1. That's the only brand they did in whole wheat. And then I got some turkey. That's for the spaghetti bolognese. And then I got some turkey mince, 7% fat, for £4. I got some smoothie mix for my daughter. This one we're going to try. It's got loads: strawberry, banana, red currant, blueberry, blackberry and raspberry. That was £3.30. 2 packs of innocent smoothies, because they were £2 each, reduced, so £4 for the 2. Some icing sugar. So this is like when we're doing some fun stuff. So we're going to make some peppermints for Christmas, and I didn't realise this, but if you've got family that's vegan, I know vegan chocolate is really expensive, but the cheapest of the cheap chocolate from Sainsbury's, the dark chocolate, is actually vegan. So we're going to make little peppermints and then half dip them in some melted chocolate as one of the gifts, and you can freeze them, peppermints, wrap them, freeze them, and then they'll be ready for Christmas. So that's what I've got that for. And then a lot of this now is for some Christmas crafts that we're going to be doing. So we've got, they were £1.50 for 2, so that's 75p a bar. So that's really cheap for like cooking chocolate. And the bars are 100 grams each. So you got 100 grams of chocolate chips like this, for convenience, I guess, for £1.40 per 100 grams, or you get for 75p, like almost half the price, you get 100 grams of the block. So if you don't mind, sometimes I just chop chocolate up. It'll save you quite a lot of money. So anyway, cranberries. This is all for garlands, dry fruit and decorations that we're going to make. Obviously, there's a lot of fruit here, and there will also be points where we want to eat some of it, like especially the oranges and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to try and do some dried fruit to make some garlands and decorate, like wrap and decorate things. So the cranberries were £2.50. The limes were £1.18. The lemons were £1.40. The oranges were £1.50. And the grapefruit were 40p each. So we're going to slice them up and dry them and then decorate, make garlands with them. So that is everything. I've now got to put this all away, I'm like thinking. So like I said, the price should have been around £1.20.36, including £3 for delivery charge. And then we had an £80 gift card and £12 off my next online shop. In store, I got that voucher. And the shop I bought was so small. It was like, you really need to make sure you pick them up because you can get often £12 off a shop. Or like the other one I got was triple points in store. So if you need any Christmas bits, that would be super useful. So yeah, that's this week's shop. Loads of food. I feel like it's a huge shop. But it's going to save those pennies. It's probably, well, it saved me £92, but it's pretty much saved me almost a full shop this week, which is so nice on the lead up to Christmas, when everyone's feeling the pinch and everything is so much more expensive. It's crazy. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you next week.